Oh, you speak French now. Giving me the sign, so I gotta take a hint now. I hit you up like, do you wanna hang right now? On the east side, and you know I'm with the gang right now. You say, do I wanna watch? Do I know what time it is right now? Yeah. It's after 2 a.m. and that's asking a lot of you right now. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she ever says is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. I've been up for 2 whole days thinking what I did to keep you going. Thumbing through the voicemails that you left me, telling me where I went wrong. I'll admit I'm sorry when I feel I'm truly sorry. Things change, people change, feelings change too. Never thought the circumstances would have changed you. You said you never traded, no.
Yeah, you said that.
And I believed you when they told me don't.
Yeah, I thought you meant it.
Well, either way, you're still invited, and I can't even lie to you. Swear these days, all you say is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. You don't ever come to me. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Oh.
Y'all never come to me. Y'all never come to me. Why you gotta start, girl? Why you gotta start? I know we make time for the things that we want. I know you got another trying to play the part. Just cause he got a heart don't mean he got a heart. Could be standing in the field and he still ain't in the field. If anything should change, then I thought we had a deal. Lately you keep questioning what you get out the deal. Doing things to make me feel the way I make it feel. How hard is it to let you know when I'm coming home? That way you could be prepared. Maybe take a couple sick days and not miss pay. I don't even know what things are looking like inside of your place or how it's decorated. This thing is getting one-sided. I can't even lie to you right now. Yeah. All she talking about is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. Y'all never come to me. Y'all never come to me. Yeah. All she hit me with is come and see me for once. Come and see me for once. You don't ever come to me. Y'all never come to me.
my man, I got next. I got next. Let me get next. I'm next. Let's go, right here. let me get next. I got next game. Let's go, I got next.
Ik hou je haren omhoog. Echt waar, mezelf lekker met je. We kunnen gaan naar verschillende dat aan je zitten en met je zijn. Hou je handen niet thuis, nee voels. Ik laat je zien wat een beter leven is. Wat een echte is. Je vriendinnen die beleven niks, maar jij vergeten niks. Maak je moeder en je tante en je dochter blij. Nou, je vriendje die heeft geen met mij. Met mij, neem met mij. Ik ga weg en stop de tijd.
Hey yo, let me get next. Hey, right here, I got next. I got next game. Hey, yo, my man, I got next.
Het is een visser van vrenheid. Ik ben met Kanye en hij zegt dat wordt geregeld. Alle meisjes blijven vallen als ik tegels. Ik ben met Jackie en hij zegt dat wordt gefixt.
Yo, yo, I got next right here.
Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in de stad je met je vrienden zat. Weg naar een plek waar je liever was, maar op niks met je opstapt. Als jij het één keer voor het kiezen had, los in de stad je met je vrienden zat. Weg naar een plek waar je liever was, maar op niks met je opstapt.
I'm next. I got next game. Hey, I'm next. I got next game. yo, let me get next. Yo, my man, I got next.
Just like money when I speak. And I'm still in the basement.
Shot! Shot!
Bodies on the and if you love me, but you never let me go. And if it's all right, you never let me know. Say sorry, honey, but you never let me show. And I tell you the part is that I don't let you know. That I don't let you Blackbird, now for so long, but you gone. Today now, I'm chilling out in the streets, thinking about reactions of actions, walking on the sky of my dreams. Come, my baby, come, I'll reach you what else today. Come, my baby, come, I'll nightmares. Show you the world today, today. Come, my baby, come, we got all your nightmares today. Come, my baby, come, we love you forever today. Come, my baby, come, we love you today. Looking at the stars, the sun's diamond sky, giving you my smile so you can keep it on your mind. Flying to you, I'm yours. Rushing the night like a shark, babe, would it be bad if I had to sit the alarm? 'Cause the thrills that run up my back. You must start, nothing else can leave me off track. Hey, yeah. You look a wildfire, got me rising high. Your innocence, who's brave, drowning in what you save me. It's crime if you don't. You'll slide by the throat. I could put all of the riches that I ever had. Rushing the night like a shark, babe, would it be bad?
The 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Well, for Minnesota, they must be satisfied with the way things have gone for them over the first few months. They've played with confidence and composure and have won more than their share of games. And DeMarcus Cousins, one of the big names in the game tonight, a dynamic talent, but can be a loose cannon at times. Is he his own worst enemy at times on the floor?
Yeah, he's way too prone to getting texts and getting tossed from the games. Too talented to let himself get kicked out that often. Come on, cuz.
Well, I'll tell you, all of the kicking out, all of the struggle mentally at times, this guy's talent is unmatched at his position. If you match that talent,
welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. And as we got a few moments here. Well, guys. Thank you, David. And as we look forward to the playoffs, they call it the second season. Doris, what do you look for in a playoff team to reach that level of success?
I think what you see over the course of an 82-game regular season schedule is you see teams build their habits. And most of those habits start on the defensive end of the floor. If you look traditionally at NBA champions, you can go back a long time and find that the best teams and the ones that have won championships have been consistently in the top third from all of the defensive metrics. So that's, habits, defense, and then in today's NBA stars, you've got to have, I think, at least 2 and sometimes 3, depending on how big your stars are.
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Collison is out there with Garrett Temple. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Tolliver in at power forward. Collison, no good. Here's Minnesota. 4-point game. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
They were relentless on the offensive end. They had good decision-making, outstanding execution. They went in and quieted a very hostile crowd.
He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Here's Marks, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. It's on Darren Collison.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
Stay loose.
And concerning all the drama that seems to surround the Kings, you know what cures all of that? Winning.
Yeah, and the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. The Kings are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
Boy, he usually knocks that down with that much space.
Young pass to Marks. From downtown, here's Garnett. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Garnett's got his first basket.
Well, there's a reason this is the 4-time NBA rebounding champion, KG, to the offensive glass.
There's a good screen. Gay kicks to Cousins. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Well, this is the epitome of a cold start. Just 1 for 5.
Here's Marks. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. You look back at what every all-time great has in common, and the common link, the common theme, is their great work ethic. Prez has taken great strides to mimic the work of those that came before him.
And you can always find Prez in the gym trying to improve his game. I mean, he knows what it takes to get to the highest level, and kudos to him for keeping his nose to the grindstone.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Outside Collison. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Here's Cousins. The feed to Temple. Back to Collison. Another shot. Here's Cousins.
You know, you think about DeMarcus Cousins. Every time you feel like he's kind of nearing his ceiling, he just explodes through it. I mean, some of the stuff.
The Kings trail by 9. Marks in at point guard. Cole Aldrich is out there with Young. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Pekovic in at center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
I'm Prez,
and the call will be against
I approve
Prez.
that steal.
That is his first foul of the
party.
game. Minnesota on D, and stolen by Pekovic.
Really poor pass there, guys, and the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And talking about Cousins' new outside shot, he hadn't taken more than 22 three-pointers in an entire season before last year. Quite a change.
Yeah, everything Cousins is doing skill-wise on the money. Maybe you'd like for him to shoot for a higher field goal percentage, but that could be nitpicky. The important thing is the total effect he has on his team.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Prez in their last game against the Hawks got the job done. He ended with 16 points and demonstrated his range a few times in doing so, hitting from deep. His play was a big part of why their team was able to maintain its hot streak. We'll see if he delivers a similar performance tonight, Kevin. To you.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. What was your take on his performance?
Kevin, I really felt like he left it all out on the floor. I'll say this. It was a great, hard-charging effort.
It's become the expectation from this guy, not just the productivity, but the leadership.
Outside Collison. They set the pick. On the wing of Flello. Jacks up a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. They traveled to Sacramento last time they faced the Kings and came away with a win.
Yeah, a dominant win for them their last time in this matchup. And what jumps off the stat page was their advantage on the board.
I think the goal always is to control the glass if you can. It ends up giving you extra possessions that typically lead to extra points.
The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And so he hits both. And so many different personalities in the NBA, Doris. You've gotten to know a lot of them. Who stands out as being some of the great players just to talk about the game within this league?
Well, LeBron James, I think, does a really nice job for me of answering questions in a very thoughtful manner. You'll see him just take a second to process whatever it is I've asked and then really try to give the fan at home a sense of what he was thinking in that particular matchup.
That's good to know. That's interesting.
He's a very, as you know, such a cerebral player, and that translates to the postgame.
Tolliver kicks to Afflalo to halt the run. Again, Afflalo missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And Towns gets it to go.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Koufos dishes to Temple. Here's the screen.
Darren.
On the wing of Afflalo. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Afflalo's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, that's Afflalo's rise and fire ability, that he can get a glimpse of the hoop before dropping it in.
Prez kicks to Aldridge. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Timberwolves lead by 20.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
You know, typically you're looking to your second unit for hustle plays, rebounding, things like that. But this time, it was their offensive punch that sealed the victory.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Jang, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Garnett comes in for Cole Aldridge. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Zach LaVine.
I think one thing we can say for certain, guys, is the Timberwolves have had one of the best rebuilds in recent memory, and obviously it helps getting the top overall pick with Towns. But beyond that, they've made a lot of shrewd decisions.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Prez with the ball, working on Collison. 6 on the shot clock. Puts up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Rubio's got his second basket of the night. And you can't award Minnesota anything until they show how far they can go with this core. Doris, the turnaround for this franchise from where they were 5 years ago is huge.
Well, I think, Kevin, it started with the Kevin Love trade, which many media members criticized. They get Wiggins from that deal, and it's worked out perfectly for them. Now it's just a matter of continuing to add the right pieces. Smooth as silk, and given that height advantage, a relatively easy look.
Dishes to Prez. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of the game. Boston on the double team. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The Timberwolves look good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he gets it to go. Cousins has got 5 points so far.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
Here's Tang. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Now, this is a guy who was 63% from the free throw.
A dominating first half.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Karl Anthony Towns. An impressive first half and a nice start for you guys. How did that happen?
I mean, yeah, we had some great days of practice. You know, this is what happens when you got some days off.
Got the spring in your step again. Thanks, Karl Anthony.
gentlemen, hustle up. That was a great first half. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Just do what you've been doing, and it's smooth sailing. Let's go. Come on.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Prez.
Yeah, and he's the ringleader of their offense, and what we saw in that first half with his ability to keep everybody involved is the reason why they're playing well.
You know, I think it's his poise and unselfishness that sets the tone for this offense. He knows how to keep the balance and generate good looks for everyone.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Rudy Gay is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Garrett Temple. Then there's Collison. And it's Kufis in at the 5. And Garrett Temple, not the most well-known player around the NBA, but Dorsey is a consistent help guy to whatever side he's on.
Well, I think, Kevin, the effort of Temple is a big reason why he's always finding himself in rotations. The other big reason is he is valuable because he can play anywhere on the perimeter. You can have him run the point in a pinch. You can have him play off the ball at both the 2 and the 3. Very helpful when you're trying to figure out matchups.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 14. Collison, the pass to Gay. Cousins with a screen on Wiggins. Cousins, no one around him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Cousins has got 7 points. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Now here's Prez. He's covered by Collison. Prez dishes to Young. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
Outside Collison. Passes it to Gay. Collison in the post, defended by Marks. Gay against Wiggins, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. And a comparison here as we get a look at the last 5 games of steals and fouls as well as the current season numbers of those stats for Young.
And this is a good development for him in these past 5 games. His steals are up and his fouls are down compared to his overall numbers on the season. And that means he's still playing assertive, aggressive D, but he's playing smarter. And that's a great combination.
Doris is looking around the league. Who are some of the players that you feel are underrated or don't get the kind of credit for what they do night in and night out?
Yeah, the first guy that comes to mind, and I know just the respect that coaches have for him, is Paul Millsap, right? I mean, this is a guy who is a little bit undersized to play the power forward, has got to use his speed and his guile to be effective around the rim, works so hard to develop that perimeter game. Kyle Lowry, right? Dynamic in terms of his scoring ability, his toughness. He's absolutely the personality that drives that. And maybe Isaiah Thomas.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
5'9".
Right, 5'9", but I'll tell you, the guy's got guts when the game is on the line. Boston was able to be competitive before he arrived. They couldn't close games until he arrived.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And a chance here to see our rookie watch. The biggest point-producing freshman over the last 10 games. Prez, number 1.
And, you know, they've given him some more responsibility offensively. In these past 2 weeks, he's responded.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Collison. Clock at 6. Knocked loose. Tolliver kicks to Collison. Pulls it up.
And I love how energetic Prez is, always doing his best to annoy shooters on their attempts.
And the call will be against Prez. That's foul number 2 for him.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Some changes for Minnesota. Aldridge comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Wiggins. And a change for Sacramento. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Darren Collison. Sacramento making some changes. Barnes comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Ty Lawson subbed in for Garrett Temple. Lawson outside. Aflalo outside. Back to Lawson. And the rejection by Marks.
You gotta respect the D. Perez just spiking the shot back thanks to that amazing reach.
The Kings trail by 16. And DeMarcus Cousins, such a polarizing figure for coaches and fans alike. And this is dating back to his college days, even at Kentucky.
Yeah, maturing some, but obviously that fire burns bright within him. His passion is what helps fuel that production, especially when you start comparing him to other true centers.
Prez with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Marks, no good.
He can be a dominant, intimidating threat, but the defense stood tall.
And the call will be against Prez. The Kings shooting about 42% so far. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota, Marks, he's in at point guard. Towns is out there with Hill, and it's Young, and it's LaVine in at the 2 guard. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. Towns, the pass to Hill. And Hill throws it down.
A tremendous vision for a big man. One reason teams are reluctant to run an extra guy at Cat.
Knocks it loose. And Prez with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, oops, the alley. A gorgeous delivery to Towns.
The Kings trail by 14. Outside Collison. To the paint. Here's Cousins. Towns with the defensive effort.
Boy, the defense did not make it easy for him, even though it was a solid attempt.
Prez with the ball. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Prez kicks to Hill. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the pass to Tolliver. The dish now to Collison. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Prez kicks to Towns. He can't get that one. Nice D from Cousins. The Kings trail by 16. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Temple, guarded by LaVine, and Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time.
I approve
That is his first foul of the game. And in the past few years, Doris, the league has looked to provide more transparency and officiating. This is an interesting topic. Do you feel that's a move in the right direction, the transparency?
Well, from a fan's perspective, certainly, because you want to make sure that what you're watching is legitimate. You want to know that, okay, you know, they might have missed this call or that call, and that's the human aspect that you can't fix. I do understand the players' and coaches' perspective that it's frustrating to them because it never changes the outcome. So from their perspective, they're sitting there saying, don't tell me that. I don't need to know. I already knew. You don't have to confirm my feeling. But from a fan perspective, I would want that kind of transparency.
Does it undercut, though, the view that we as fans have of the officials? And they say some games, last 2 minutes, may have 9 things that were wrong. And now you're wondering, why are these guys even out there officiating when there were 9 things wrong in the final 2 minutes?
And because you cover college basketball, you know as difficult as this has been for NBA officials because they have been under the glare in the microscope, and I do wonder if that's contributed to sort of a snowball effect. You know the officiating at the NBA level is the best in the world.
It is. Now here's Prez. Screen by Young. Garnett dishes to Prez. The baseline J. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Prez. Marks has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 21. We've got one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.
Sacktown got it today. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Who's next? Line them up.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Prez.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
He made life very easy for his teammates today. Over and over, he found them and delivered a gorgeous assist. What a game. He seemed to see everything unfolding 2 seconds before everyone else on the court.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on
Even in the summertime, me and Lil' Shawty cutter. I swear to God, I got the struggle. Baby, not known like a usher. I told her mama